man, your first step is not talking to your spouse or your boss. Your first step is maybe just writing down your values.
Yeah.
And thinking about how you are and aren't living into those.
Can I tell you one other practical step that's kind of a nuance of that is an exercise I went through a number of years ago. And it was what this situation, what this kind of dilemma looked like for me is I realized after I got married, and you walked with me through this with some of it, is the transition from being, how old was I when I got married? 37 and single, to being a wife, a stepmom, leaving everything I knew up in North Atlanta to move to South Atlanta. I was dying, right? But it's because I realized not trying to make any one person happy, but I had this mental model of what a wife should be, what a mother should be.
You had constructed that.
That I had constructed.
Yeah.
But my counselor helped me recognize that the word should. That should is a sign that you're being oppressed by something that you feel like you should do something.
I've never heard you say that.
And I'm coaching somebody right now who is very similar to me, who I notice all the time and say, well, I should be able to do this, or I should do this, and I should do this. And I have to stop him and say, what are the things that you actually are responsible for, but versus the things that you think you should be doing? And I had to write down a list of what do I think a wife should be versus what kind of wife am I really going to be? My mom was she was always home. She always made dinner. She did all the laundry. She cleaned the house. She didn't have a full-time job with a 2-hour commute, And so I was like, I have to let go of that. But that should was such a flag for me to help me figure out. Nobody was telling me. My husband was for sure not saying you have to cook me dinner every night. Nobody was judging me. But I had this mental, here's what I should be from this invisible they telling me who I should be. Right. And so that to me was a really powerful exercise that I now ask other people to do, is separating out your shoulds from your reallys.